Matt Roloff, the beloved star of Little People, Big World, LPBW, has always been a figure of strength and resilience, particularly in the face of personal challenges. However, the death of his father, a pivotal figure in his life, has undoubtedly been one of the most difficult experiences he has ever faced. In a heartfelt and emotional update shared with fans, Matt opened up about the loss and how he has been helping his mother, Peggy Roloff, navigate the transitional time following the passing of her husband, Ron Roloff. Ron Roloff's death marked the end of an era for the Roloff family, and for Matt, it represented the loss of a key pillar in his life. His relationship with his father had always been one of admiration and love, with Matt frequently speaking about the values and lessons his father imparted. Ron's death wasn't just a personal loss for Matt. It was a family-wide shift that would impact everyone, particularly Peggy, who had been married to Ron for over 50 years. While the Roloff family had been very public about their joys, challenges, and milestones through the years, this latest chapter in their lives was not as easy to share. Grief is a deeply personal experience, and Matt's openness about helping his mother navigate this transitional period has been both a source of strength for him and a reminder of the importance of family bonds. The passing of Ron Roloff. A family's heartbreak. Ron Roloff, Matt's father, was a significant figure not only in Matt's life, but also in the Roloff family's legacy. A hardworking and compassionate man, Ron was a constant presence on Little People, Big World, often seen on the Roloff farm, where he worked alongside his son and daughter-in-law, Amy. Ron's connection to the family farm and his role as a father and grandfather was central to the family dynamic. His death, following a period of declining health, left an enormous void in the Roloff family's life. For Matt, this loss was particularly challenging. As the patriarch of the Roloff family, Matt had a complicated but deeply loving relationship with his father. The two shared many commonalities. Both were entrepreneurs with a passion for farming, and both had worked tirelessly to build the Roloff Farms into the well-known business that it is today. Matt also learned a great deal about resilience and work ethic from his father, lessons that undoubtedly shaped his own life and career. Despite their close relationship, Matt was also acutely aware of the grief his mother, Peggy, would experience in the wake of Ron's death. The couple had been together for over 5 decades, and Peggy had been a constant companion to Ron, helping him through the ups and downs of life. Losing a spouse after so many years together is an unimaginable loss, and Matt knew he would need to step in and help support his mother during this incredibly difficult time. Matt's role as a son, helping his mother through grief in the months following his father's passing, Matt began to share more with his followers about the emotional toll the loss had taken on him and his family. One of the most poignant aspects of Matt's updates was his focus on helping his mother, Peggy, deal with the transition. Matt often spoke about how challenging it was to watch his mother grapple with her grief. However, he also emphasized how important it was for him to be there for her. In one Instagram post, Matt shared a message that resonated deeply with his followers. He wrote, "Grief is a strange thing. It hits you when you least expect it, and it's something you can't rush. My mom has always been a fighter, and I see that same strength in her now, even through the tears." For Matt, stepping up to help his mother was a natural instinct. As the oldest of his siblings, he had always felt a sense of responsibility to care for his family, especially during times of crisis. After all, the Roloffs had weathered many challenges as a family, from navigating the complexities of dwarfism to dealing with public scrutiny and personal issues. But the death of his father was a different kind of challenge, one that hit deep into the fabric of the Roloff family. Matt began taking on more responsibilities at the Roloff farm, not just to honor his father's memory, but also to give his mother the space and support she needed. In addition to managing the property, Matt also made a concerted effort to spend more time with Peggy, often visiting her at home and helping with daily tasks that were once Ron's responsibility. Whether it was assisting with errands, going through family photos, or simply providing company during lonely evenings, Matt made sure that his mother knew she was not alone. One of the most heartfelt ways Matt helped his mother was by listening. In his social media posts and interviews, he frequently mentioned how important it was to give his mother the time and space to express her feelings. Sometimes the best way to help someone through grief is just to be there and listen, Matt shared in an emotional update. "We spent so many years talking and sharing stories, and now it's my turn to listen to her. Navigating a new chapter." Adjusting to life after Ron. The months went by, Peggy began adjusting to life without her husband of more than 5 decades. While grief never truly goes away, it gradually evolves, and Peggy started finding new ways to keep Ron's memory alive while also moving forward. For Matt, helping her through this transition was about finding balance, helping his mother cherish the past while encouraging her to embrace the future. One of the ways Matt helped Peggy transition was by involving her in family activities and events. He often spoke about how important it was for Peggy to stay engaged with the family, especially her grandchildren, as they were a source of comfort and joy for her. Matt also found ways to include his mother in the future plans for the Roloff Farms. Although Ron had been a central figure in the business, Matt knew that keeping his mother involved in the farm's activities could help her regain a sense of purpose and stability. During this time, Matt also shared with his followers how he and his siblings were collectively supporting their mother. He spoke about how the entire Roloff family, despite facing their own challenges, was coming together to ensure Peggy felt loved and cared for. "We're all going through this together," Matt wrote. "The grief doesn't just affect one person, it's something we all feel. But we're also here for each other, and that's what matters." Matt's updates highlighted how he had become more than just a son to his mother. He had become a pillar of support in a time of profound loss. While Peggy was the matriarch of the family, Matt was stepping into a new role as the emotional leader, helping to guide his mother through one of the hardest times in her life. The healing process. Finding strength in family as time passed, Matt's family continued to heal, though the grief of losing Ron was never far away. One of the things that helped Matt and his family heal was the act of honoring Ron's memory. Matt spoke openly about how he had been reflecting on the lessons his father taught him, and how those lessons were shaping his approach to life moving forward. In many ways, Matt found healing by sharing the stories of his father with his children. He often posted photos of Ron and his fond memories of their time together, reminding his followers that while Ron was no longer physically with them, his legacy lived on in the family's actions, values, and traditions. Matt frequently spoke about how important it was for his children, particularly his son, Jackson, to learn about their grandfather and the impact he had on the Roloff family. For Matt, the journey of helping his mother through this transitional time also meant navigating his own grief. While he focused on providing support for Peggy, Matt acknowledged that he too was still mourning the loss of his father. Yet, through his actions, he found a sense of purpose. By being there for his mother, he was able to honor the memory of his father and carry forward the legacy that Ron had built. Conclusion: a family's resilience in the face of loss. The Roloff family's journey through grief is ongoing, but Matt's role in helping his mother through this transitional time has been a testament to the strength of family bonds. While the loss of Ron Roloff was a devastating blow, Matt's actions showed that, even in the face of sorrow, the Roloff family's resilience remains unwavering. By supporting his mother, Matt not only honored his father's memory, but also reinforced the importance of family, love, and togetherness in times of hardship. His willingness to share this vulnerable chapter of his life with his fans has further solidified the deep connection between the Roloff family and their audience, reminding everyone that even in the darkest times, the love of family can light the way. Through it all, Matt Roloff remains a beacon of strength, not only for his mother but for his entire family, proving that even in the most difficult moments, the bonds of love and support can help guide us through life's most challenging transitions.